Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your When the X Returns reading for December. Everything you need to know in this reading, about this reading, is in the description box below. However, I will add that since this reading assumes that the X has already made their presence known, that they're a known quantity now, that when I turn the bottom of the deck energy, or when I show you that, that's about how you feel about the situation since they're already back. This isn't about, are they coming back? This is they're here, now what? So this is how you feel. The rest of the reading is about how they feel. The Emperor, control. Maybe you're wanting to maintain control of the situation. Maybe you feel like you're just kind of being somebody they can talk to, like wise counsel for them. It could be that you're like, yeah, that's right, you better come back. We could be maintaining a position of, keeping the focus on you. Maybe you're due. Maybe you're due that. Okay. King of Wands, Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. All right, so this is the good luck card. Anything can happen. It's about reversal, so maybe there was maybe there was a bad breakup, or they left thinking that the grass would be greener, and lo and behold, it's not. All right. Yeah. Sorry, viewfinder's off. Okay. All right, so this is a very charismatic energy person. Could be man or woman, right? Mover, shaker, natural born leader, entrepreneur, likes to be where the action is, very charismatic, swagger, sexy, all of that, male or female. Very happy individual. Kind of lives situationally, in the sense that they don't have a lot of long-term plans. That's not important to them. They just really like being happy in the moment. And so just keep in mind, sometimes because of that, there's a propensity to make certain decisions that would be going against the agreement in a relationship. You get my drift. So this is them. All right. So basically what this says is somebody's very dynamic and sexy and all that and likes to be happy in the moment. And they're always juggling things. This could be work and business, family life, whatever. This could be somebody that's got many partners. Okay. That never gave them up, even if they were in a committed relationship. Just saying. Somebody is probably very accomplished in their work, because both of these speak to profession or career or work and stability. They've got the drive and the power now. So a very probably stable person. Have to look up two kings. Hang on here. Let me look that up. Two kings. Minor council. So echoing what this is right here. You could be in the position of just kind of, now you're friends and now you're just kind of listening to them and you're a trusted advisor type of a friend. Maybe you've shown up or watching this reading for confirmation to see if there's anything there or whatnot, but your position is, this would suggest that your position is that you're maintaining control. One of two things. You're maintaining control, but you're also might be a trusted advisor to this person, or see yourself that way. And then we have, when it comes to the relationship, maybe there was a lot of talk and no action. This could be, in work, they're great because we got these two kings here. But when it comes to relationships, they're not very stable. And this is a page. So a couple of things here. It's not that they were unstable. It's that they just weren't ready to settle down yet. Their focus was kind of on being happy in the moment and being really successful at work, right? So we get to this Page of Swords, and this could be, when it comes to the relationship part with you, it could be that there's a lot of talk and no action. It could be that they're kind of stalking your social media, but not really doing anything about it, not really reaching out. This could also be them thinking about reaching out and having a talk with you, okay? So we come to this, the Wheel of Fortune. So all of that, keep in mind, very dynamic individual, loves to live in the moment and have a lot of things going on, multiple partners possibly, man or woman. And then there's this, so for as dynamic and as action-oriented as they are, this is kind of contradictory, because this is all talk and no action, or this is just kind of watching and waiting. So while it could be strategic in business, if you want somebody, you think you go after it, unless you're re-entering and their life is opportunistic, meaning they kind of want, they probably heard, they probably gotten the message, because this is about communication also, that you are in a position, like maybe, you know, maybe you are dating people and this is about you being in the catbird seat. This is about you being in control and you're dating people. Maybe that's what it is. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, maybe now that you know how like when somebody's moved on or something and all of a sudden you're like, well, if other people want them, I want them. You know what I mean? Like there's those storylines and movies or whatever, like, well, now he or she's attractive because everybody else wants them. Okay. So this could be that all of a sudden they're like, well, hey, wait a minute. They're looking for an opportunity, whether it's genuine, whatever that opportunity is. Hello, we shall see. There we go. There it is. Okay. And yes, I did turn the deck around because I have them oriented a certain way that I like to deal from. All right, so we got the Three of Swords here. The Ace of Swords, all right. Queen of Cups. Five of Cups. There are, well, there you go. There are, that's not it. Well, there is. There are reversals in here, so. Okay. Either way, the cards land the way they land, right? They're heartbroken. I think they felt like you were very compassionate and kind and you were probably a very good partner and mate, but they just, for whatever reason, it wasn't going to work for a while with them, probably because of this energy. I think that while they were with you, they were still dating other people. That's what I think this was. Either they were committed with you and they were dating other people, or you were one of many people they were dating, but you didn't want that. You're like, no, I want it to be about me. I want it to be about what I want. I'm not going to just be one of, of many. And I think that's really bothered them. They are disappointed. Are they in a... No, I don't think they're in a relationship. I think this is about them kind of... This could be doubling down on this, that they would like to have that talk. They want some answers. They want to clear the air. They want to clean things up. This could be that they've cut themselves off, so they want to have the talk with you, but it could also be that they cut themselves off from anything serious, anything emotionally binding with others. So, because they're still kind of processing this. It could be that they are moving past this and they want to come see about how you are because they do think of you fondly. Okay? All right. So, they're disappointed. Wait, all right, let's clarify this here. I don't think they're going to do anything. I think that I think this is significant here because this is opportunistic, but it's kind of a passive thing. It's kind of like watching and waiting to see what happens. So them showing back up again, it doesn't seem like it's a direct approach because this is passive and this seems like since it's opportunistic, they'd be kind of waiting to see what is going on before they make their approach, right? And maybe what they see, they don't like because maybe you're dating someone now or that you're not receptive. They've gotten word, they've heard, messages that you're not receptive. So this is them like, maybe they were going to come crashing in before and now not so much. And this is making a decision. This is, gosh, pardon me, get some water. This is them wanting absolution. probably wanting to say they're sorry, wanting to know why, to understand. They want to have the talk. They want to have a talk. So it's kind of, man, because like this is opportunistic, but you know, it's kind of, I hate to say it, I could kind of see why you're kind of wanting to hold the control here. I mean, you might be offering like minor counsel. You might be minor counsel, listen to me. You might be compassionate and listen and be kind, whatever, but I could see why you're wanting to play it close to the vest and stay in control, because it's almost like they get wind maybe that you're dating someone else, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, wait a minute. You know, and so they're watching and stalking you on social media possibly, or, you know, collecting information with friends, whatnot. And then when they show up, it's like, it's not really letting you know what they want. I think they're just showing up to take your pulse, so to speak. But then we've got this heartbreak here. And they see you as a really good partner, as a loving person. So them wanting to have the talk, it's like, are they just wanting to see where you're at? Because it's almost, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I feel like they just want their ego stroked. Because the minute you are ready to move on, they're just like, well, wait a minute. And they want to see how you are. What do you have now? What are you doing now? It's almost like, are you of any value or interest to them? Okay. And yet we have the disappointment here. Maybe that's because you reject them. I don't think they're going to be doing anything or pursuing it. I think they're just going to kind of show up and touch base, but I don't think they're going to do anything. This is showing disappointment. This is inaction or hasty action. Either way, it's like just stop, start, that frenetic energy. And then this is, maybe this is self-examination on their part, like really rethinking everything, but going the same thing as this in that sense of just not really doing anything, just kind of sitting back and watching and thinking about things. And in this reading, this can mean different things, you know, but for this reading, this would be about probably coming full circle with a lot of self-realizations, you know, being pretty honest with yourself about a few things, but still not doing anything about it. So I could see why you're being kind of self-protective here. Okay, wow, that was an ordeal. All right. And then wanting to have this talk. I mean, it could be that they want to cut things, but then why would they show back up if they want to cut things off? But so they want clarity, right? They want to have the talk, but then they get their feelings hurt and they don't want to do anything about it. It could be that it just, you know, after they're seeing you, it's like, oh man, their heart's broken all over again. But I feel like they were fine until you decided to move on or start dating, and they sensed it or they heard about it, and now they're like, well, wait a minute, you know? Okay. All right, Sag. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Okay, so this could be man or woman that speaks to this. You stay grounded and you stay in your own body. You listen to yourself. You be your own wise counsel. You stay in control here, because this is not. It's not what it seems. There's something. It's hinky. It's just hinky. It's not on the up and up. I think this is an ego thing. I think they're coming back around for an ego thing. I'm just gonna say it. Okay, this one just landed. I'm going to do another one though, but that one just landed. The message, okay, the message, positive news, positive outcome. So there's this Page of Swords here, which is about messages, about communication. So maybe he or she are thinking about reaching out and just, you know, maybe, you know, screw me. Maybe this is about them thinking that they got a shot at a future with you because they've given it a lot of thought and they realize, you know, there's just nobody quite like that person. I'm still kind of broken up about it. They were a really good partner. But then we got disappointment over here because they're just not going to go forward. And maybe they realize a few things, or they're just having this huge reckoning with themselves and they still don't do anything. I just feel like it's very important for you to stay in control, compassionately distant and observant, but do not get... Something's hinky, Sag. And those of you this resonates for, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't have the nitty gritty, obviously, but I feel like you know what I'm talking about. You're going to be like, oh yeah, they play both sides of the coin, or, you know. All right. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Leap of faith. Okay, so leap of faith. This is basically arming yourself with all the things you need to know about before you go on a new adventure, before you accept an offer. So this is doing all your due diligence so that you are fully prepared that when you accept an offer or when you venture forward with something, there is success assured. Okay, so this would say that there needs to be like a vetting, or that you need to stay guarded. You need to get more information. You need to get some clarity here, because you know, this could be that leap of faith. This is like what's around the corner. Nobody knows. It's good luck. This is basically saying the same thing, that you're going to have everything you need to be successful. However, it does require that you do your due diligence before setting off, or, you know, accepting the offer, whatever it is. This says do your due diligence. Stay guarded, stay in control, watch and see and collect information. Can't stress that enough for some reason. Okay, all right. Sagittarius. Try to keep a positive energy by surrounding yourself with positive people. Perhaps that's why you're guarded, because maybe this person was kind of back and forth about things. There is that mystery there with the Wheel of Fortune. And then this, you know, being so proficient with business and yet not really being able to have the same results in relationships or your love life. You know what I mean? There's a disconnect there, and you be wise to kind of, once again, stay guarded, observe, be careful, be cautious, surround yourself with positive people, be compassionately distant or distantly I don't know how to, but just stay in that counsel mode. Don't engage yet. You need to find out a lot more information. All right, shutting up. I just said the same thing over for 18 minutes. Okay. All right, Sag, I hope this was helpful. I wish you luck with this. There's something murky going on and I can't see it, but I'm getting red flags all over the place. So take it for what it's worth, right? I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you very much. Take care.